Hello everyone, I'm Mary. I'm honored to have the opportunity to introduce to you the influence of Chinese culture on us Chinese people from the perspective of Hofstede's cultural theory.
First, power distance. Power distance refers to the degree to which a society accepts the unequal distribution of power. In Chinese culture, the power distance is relatively high, with a tendency to respect authority and declare hierarchical concept. In families, younger generations tend to be obedient to their elders. For example, during a spring festival, people offer toasts according to their seniority. And in the life of a Chinese, as a child, her or his decisions have always been influenced by their parents. Second, collectivism vs individualism. That is, the priority of collective interests or personal goals. In Chinese culture, the tendency towards collectivism is significant, and individual behavior is often guided by group harmony. For example, during the epidemic, the entire population cooperated with home quarantine, and personal actions were subordinate to the overall epidemic prevention needs of society. Another example is that every Chinese child must have been threatened with words like, "You're making all of your classmates wait for you alone. Remember, you are collective." Third, uncertainty avoidance. Uncertainty avoidance refers to the degree to which a society tolerates unknown or ambiguous situations. China has a strong tendency towards uncertainty avoidance, preferring a stable and predictable life. For instance, parents often advise their children to choose iron rice bowl jobs, such as teachers or doctors, and avoid high-risk industries. Another example is that Chinese people prefer buying houses to renting, and when purchasing a house, they tend to choose ready-built houses over pre-sale units to reduce the risk of delivery. Fourth, long-term orientation vs short-term orientation. That is, emphasizing long-term planning or short-term results. China's long-term orientation is prominent, emphasizing frugality, perseverance, and investment in the future. For example, Chinese people have always valued the accumulation of a good reputation for century-old stores and business operations, rather than short-term profits. The above is an explanation and specific examples of how cultural theories are reflected in the daily behaviors of us Chinese people. However, it should be noted that even though cultural influence is universal, individual differences still exist. That's all. Thank you.